Benefits of eating 1 spoon of raw honey daily. You probably have a jar of honey sitting in your kitchen right now. Maybe you drizzle it on toast or stir it into tea. But what if I told you that eating just 1 spoon of raw honey every day could actually improve your health in more ways than one? It's not just an old wives' tale. Raw honey, unfiltered, unprocessed, and straight from the hive, is packed with nutrients that your body can actually use. We're talking natural energy, better digestion, stronger immunity, glowing skin, even deeper sleep. And the best part? You don't need a complicated routine or a handful of supplements. Just 1 spoon. That's it. Now, before we dive in, let's quickly clear something up. There's a big difference between raw honey and the regular stuff you find in plastic bottles at the supermarket. Most of that is pasteurized, filtered, and stripped of the very enzymes and antioxidants that make honey special. Raw honey, on the other hand, is the real deal. Thick, cloudy, sometimes even a little gritty. And that's exactly what your body loves. So, what actually happens when you start eating 1 spoon of raw honey every single day? Let's take a closer look. Let's start with one of the first things you'll probably notice: a natural energy boost. Raw honey is made up of natural sugars, mainly glucose and fructose. But unlike refined sugar, these sugars are paired with small amounts of vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and antioxidants. That means you get quick energy without the crash that usually follows a sugary snack. When you eat a spoon of raw honey, the glucose gives you an almost immediate burst of energy. That's great for your morning routine, your workout, or even that mid-afternoon slump when your brain just won't cooperate. The fructose, on the other hand, gets absorbed more slowly, giving you longer-lasting fuel. This is why some athletes actually take a spoonful of raw honey before a run or a workout. It helps them stay energized without relying on caffeine or processed energy drinks. And the best part? It's gentle on your stomach. No jittery feeling, no sudden crash. So if you often wake up feeling sluggish or hit that 3 p.m. wall every day, 1 spoon of raw honey could be a small change with big results. It's like nature's version of an energy drink, but without the weird ingredients or the artificial buzz. And while that spoon of honey keeps you going during the day, it's also working quietly in the background, helping your immune system stay strong. Immunity support and antibacterial properties. One of the most powerful things about raw honey is how it helps your immune system. It's packed with natural compounds like bee pollen, propolis, and phytonutrients, all of which have antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal properties. That's a fancy way of saying it helps your body fight off germs. This is why honey has been used for centuries as a natural remedy for colds, coughs, and sore throats. You know that soothing feeling when you mix honey into warm tea? That's not just comfort, it's chemistry. Raw honey forms a protective coating in your throat and has mild anti-inflammatory effects that can ease irritation. It may even help reduce coughing, especially at night. Some types of raw honey, like Manuka honey, are extra powerful. They've been studied for their ability to fight bacteria like Staphylococcus aureus, and even some antibiotic-resistant strains. But even regular raw honey contains hydrogen peroxide in small amounts, a natural antiseptic produced by bees. There's also a connection between honey and your gut. Around 70% of your immune system lives in your digestive tract, and because raw honey supports the growth of good bacteria, it helps keep that gut immune connection strong. So, with 1 daily spoon of raw honey, you're not just sweetening your day, you're actually strengthening your body's natural defenses. And speaking of the gut health and digestion. Your digestive system loves raw honey. Why? Because it acts as a natural prebiotic, meaning it feeds the good bacteria in your gut. These bacteria play a huge role in keeping your digestion smooth and your overall health in balance. A spoon of honey can help reduce bloating, soothe indigestion, and calm an upset stomach. Some people even take it first thing in the morning with warm water and lemon as a gentle cleansing drink. It's easy on your system and helps get things moving without being harsh, like some teas or pills. There's even research showing that honey may help manage Helicobacter pylori, a type of bacteria linked to stomach ulcers. While it's not a cure, adding honey to your diet might support your body's efforts to heal from the inside out. Plus, when your digestion improves, everything else starts to feel better too. You feel lighter, less sluggish, and more in tune with your body. And remember, good gut health doesn't just mean less stomach trouble. It can also improve your mood, your energy, and even your skin. But raw honey isn't just for starting your day or settling your stomach. It can also help you wind down at night. Improved sleep quality. It might sound strange, but yes, raw honey can actually help you sleep better. Here's how it works. When you eat a small amount of honey before bed, it gently raises your insulin levels. That triggers the release of tryptophan, the same amino acid found in turkey that makes you feel sleepy. Your body then converts that tryptophan into serotonin and finally into melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate your sleep cycle. So 1 spoon of honey before bed could help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. It also has another important role. It restocks your liver's glycogen levels. When your brain senses that your liver is running low on energy during the night, it can release stress hormones like cortisol to wake you up. A little honey keeps your liver fueled and your brain calm, which means fewer nighttime wake-ups. Many people find that honey works best when it's taken with a warm drink, like herbal tea or milk. It becomes part of a relaxing bedtime ritual and gives your body just enough fuel to rest easy through the night. It's a simple habit, but the results can be surprising. Better sleep leads to better mornings, more energy, and a stronger immune system. And that's just one more way honey quietly supports your health, day and night. Glowing skin and antioxidant benefits. Let's talk about something you can see, your skin. Raw honey is full of antioxidants like flavonoids and phenolic acids. These compounds help your body fight free radicals, which are unstable molecules that speed up aging and damage your cells, inside and out. By eating honey regularly, you're giving your body the tools it needs to repair itself and reduce inflammation, which often shows up on your skin. If you struggle with breakouts, dullness, or redness, adding a spoon of honey to your diet could make a difference over time. It helps calm internal inflammation, which is often a root cause of acne or irritated skin. And because it supports digestion and gut health, honey can indirectly improve your skin from the inside out. Raw honey also has trace amounts of nutrients like B vitamins, zinc, and amino acids, small but useful in supporting healthy skin and tissue repair. Some people even use it directly on their face as a natural face mask. It draws in moisture, kills bacteria, and leaves skin feeling soft and hydrated. But even if you never put it on your skin, just eating a spoon of raw honey a day could help your complexion look brighter, clearer, and more balanced. It's a subtle shift, but over time, those small changes add up. And while your skin is getting all the glow, honey is also doing something surprising behind the scenes, helping balance your blood sugar and support your heart. Blood sugar balance and heart health. Here's something that might sound odd at first: a sweetener that helps balance blood sugar. Yes, raw honey does contain sugar, but it has a lower glycemic index than refined sugar. That means it causes a slower, more controlled rise in blood glucose. This makes it easier on your body, especially when eaten in small, steady amounts. When you replace refined sugar with raw honey, you're not just avoiding the blood sugar roller coaster. You're also getting nutrients and antioxidants that can help reduce inflammation, which is key to heart health. Some studies show that raw honey may help lower bad LDL cholesterol while raising good HDL cholesterol. It can also help lower blood pressure slightly, thanks to its natural antioxidant properties. These small effects may not seem dramatic, but when combined with other healthy habits, they support long-term heart health. That said, moderation is important, especially for people with diabetes or insulin resistance. 1 spoon a day is enough. If you have any blood sugar concerns, it's always best to talk to your doctor before making it a daily habit. But for most people, swapping processed sugars for raw honey is a gentle upgrade, one that's sweet, satisfying, and a little more heart-friendly. And speaking of healing, honey isn't just good for what you eat. It's also one of nature's best natural healers. Wound healing and anti-inflammatory effects. Raw honey isn't just something you eat. It's also been used for thousands of years to treat wounds, burns, and infections. That's because honey has natural antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. When applied to cuts or burns, it can help keep the area clean, prevent infection, and speed up healing. Hospitals even use medical-grade honey dressings in certain cases, especially for burns and stubborn wounds. But what's interesting is that these benefits aren't limited to the skin. When you eat honey, you're also helping your body fight internal inflammation. Chronic inflammation is linked to everything from joint pain to heart disease to autoimmune conditions, and the antioxidants in raw honey help reduce that internal stress. It's not a miracle cure, of course, but it's a gentle and consistent way to support your body's natural healing process from the inside out. So whether it's a scraped knee or an inflamed gut, raw honey quietly does its job, helping your body restore balance and heal. Allergy relief and seasonal support. If you deal with seasonal allergies, itchy eyes, sneezing, congestion, this next benefit might surprise you. There's a theory that eating local raw honey can help your body build resistance to pollen in your environment. It's similar to the idea of a natural vaccine. By exposing your immune system to tiny bits of pollen found in honey, you may reduce your sensitivity over time. Now, research on this is still ongoing. Some studies show promising results, while others say the effect might be small. But plenty of people swear by it, especially when they eat local honey regularly in the months leading up to allergy season. Even if the pollen exposure theory doesn't fully hold up, raw honey still helps with inflammation and soothes irritated throats and sinuses. That alone can make allergy season a little more manageable. Just remember, this works best with raw, unfiltered honey that comes from bees in your own area. That way, it contains traces of the actual pollens that trigger your symptoms. So if springtime makes you feel like you're constantly fighting nature, a spoon of raw honey each day might be a sweet way to push back, gently and naturally. And finally, let's look at the bigger picture: long-term wellness and simple habits. Sometimes the simplest habits are the ones that last, and raw honey is one of those small changes that can quietly improve your day-to-day life. It's not just about energy or immunity or glowing skin. It's about consistency. Doing something good for your body every single day without making it complicated or stressful. 1 spoon of raw honey isn't a magic cure, and it won't replace a balanced diet or medical care. But over time, those small benefits stack up. A stronger immune system here, better sleep there, fewer cravings, less inflammation. It all adds up to something that's greater than the sum of its parts. And because honey is easy to add to your routine, on toast, in warm water, before bed, it's a habit that's actually sustainable. You don't need to overhaul your lifestyle. You just need a spoon and a good quality jar of the real stuff. Think of it as a quiet little health ritual, something kind you do for yourself every day. Bonus: a word on choosing the right honey. Before you run to the store and grab a bottle of honey off the shelf, there's something important you should know. Not all honey is created equal. Most commercial honey, the kind you find in big plastic bear-shaped bottles, is heavily processed. It's been heated, filtered, and pasteurized to make it smooth and shelf-stable. But that process also removes a lot of what makes honey so special: the enzymes, antioxidants, and beneficial compounds. Mostly gone. If you want the real benefits, you need the real stuff. Raw, unfiltered honey. This type hasn't been heated or overly processed, so it still contains bee pollen, natural enzymes, trace minerals, and tiny particles of beeswax or propolis. It might look cloudy, crystallized, or thick, and that's actually a good thing. And if you can, go local. Honey made by bees in your area contains tiny amounts of local pollen, which may help with allergies and also supports nearby beekeepers and biodiversity. Be sure to read labels carefully. Words like pure honey or natural honey don't guarantee it's raw. Look for raw, unfiltered, or cold extracted. Or better yet, visit a farmer's market or a local beekeeper. You'll probably get a better product and a better story to go with it. So yes, a spoon of honey a day can do a lot, but only if it's the kind of honey that still has life in it. Choose wisely and let nature do what it's always done best. So, what happens when you eat 1 spoon of raw honey every day? You start fueling your body with natural energy. You strengthen your immune system. You support digestion, calm inflammation, sleep better, and maybe even notice your skin looking brighter. All of this from something that tastes good and feels good. Of course, honey isn't for everyone. Children under 1 year old should never eat it. And if you have diabetes or other medical conditions, always check with your doctor first. But for most people, it's a gentle, nourishing, and delicious way to support long-term health. Just remember, raw honey is not the same as processed honey. Always look for labels that say raw, unfiltered, or unpasteurized. The cloudy, thick, slightly gritty kind, that's where the magic is. And whether you stir it into tea, eat it off the spoon, or drizzle it over breakfast, one small daily habit could quietly become one of the best things you do for your body. Sweet, simple, and natural.